Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another video. It's Slow. Today I'm playing Kingdomrush. This is Stormcloud Temple on veteran mode. I'm using Sir Gerald Lightseeker as my hero, and I have an emphasis on building the barracks, using the barracks in combination with this hero. If you're new to the channel, if you haven't seen any of my videos before, consider subscribing. I'm pretty new to YouTube, just getting into it, and I can use all the support I can get. So if you enjoy the video at all, consider dropping a like, subscribing to the channel. I'd really appreciate seeing your support. And to get into the topic of the commentary, I want to talk about doing the right thing and why it's important to do the right thing in your life and also in my own life. And what I think is important about choosing to do the right thing is it puts you on a path of becoming the best version of yourself. Ultimately, only you can choose what's right for you. You know your skill sets, you know your own experiences, what you've been through before, what is a reasonable challenge to take on, things that you can reach within the realm of possibility. And by choosing to do the right thing and pushing yourself along, not getting stuck in the trenches, the mundane garbage of life that comes along, your choices make your reality. And it's important to keep your head above the water, to kind of like see the direction. Just keep plugging along, you know? Even though it doesn't feel like a lot now, it can turn into a lot later. And that's really important. So to explain where this whole little lesson came from, I was playing Ready Player One, the movie. I was playing the movie while I was making dinner, just had it on. I've also read the book. If you haven't read the book or watched the movie, just stop the video right here. Go watch the movie, do yourself a favor, it's entertaining, it's fun, read the book, whatever you want to do. You'll thank yourself later. And then come back here. So from this point forward, I'm just going to assume you've already seen it. Now digging in, I just want to look at the main character, Wade, Parsival. And I want to analyze how he is doing the right thing throughout the story, and how Wade ultimately becomes the best version of himself in the movie by taking over the Oasis from Halliday, because he was continually pushing himself. So at the start, he's a Gunther, and he's searching to find Halliday's Easter egg in the game. And he already has done years of work learning about Halliday, where he grew up, what he liked, all the little cracks of knowledge that went through Halliday's life experience. Wade has learned about it, and that's just the start. In addition to that, Wade is living in poverty. He lives in an impoverished area of Columbus, Ohio, with his aunt. He lost his parents, so he could easily go to the other side of town, work for IOI, use his skill set that he's generated for himself by learning about Halliday, all of his like little knowledge. He could sell that to IOI and probably make an okay living, but instead he chooses to work for himself. He wants to find Halliday's egg for himself because he opposes that corporate greed that IOI has, that Sorrento is aiming for, to take over and monetize the whole Oasis. And he is aiming to win and to preserve the purity of the Oasis, the escape that it is for the whole world. So Wade is being himself. He's choosing what's right for him, even though there's more glamorous things right on the horizon that he could follow. And digging into the keys that Wade has to get to win the egg, there's 3 keys from 3 different challenges. The first key, he has to complete a race, finish the race. No one can ever finish the race. And the way that Wade wins the race is actually by going backwards. So what I want to highlight from this point in this event in the story is that even if you're the first person to do it the wrong way, to go backwards, it might be right for you, but you have to like trust your decision. Give it a shot. It might feel contradictory because everyone in this race is going forward, but you decide to go backward. But if you have legitimate reason to think that, yeah, that's the way I'm gonna win, then why not follow it? Choose to do what you think is best. For the second key, Halliday goes on a date with this girl Kira. They go to the movies, and he ends up not kissing her. He makes a regret out of it because it alters his life. It's another point in the story showing how your choices in reality determine your position, your partner, where you live, whatever, right? In this case, Halliday's partner, Kira, she ends up marrying someone else, they never work out, whatever. Because he thinks, because he never took the risk to kiss her. And that's what this whole second key is about. It's about finding Kira and taking the risk to complete what Halliday didn't do. Finishing off his regret, basically. Stepping outside of your comfort zone when dating. And that idea is important in your own life just because personal relationships are real, and even though they're not tangible, they mean a lot to us and to other people. So when dating and finding a partner, it's important to take a little risk. Step outside of your comfort zone. If it feels like it could be the right thing, then it's worth trying to follow it. For Wade isn't actually the first one to finish this one, it's Artemis. Besides the point, they figure out the second key together. And in effect, or I guess not in effect, as a byproduct of that whole thing, that whole pursuit, Wade finds a bit of happiness with Artemis.
Come on, you want to live forever.
And he's not afraid to take the risk of kissing her. He avoids that same regret. And it comes up right at the end of the movie. The third key is adventure, getting to the heart of exploration. I think adventure hits really close to me personally because I have a lot of curiosity within me. I just like to see the world, to see it for the first time. There's so many places that I hope to see. And when getting to the heart of adventure, you have to trust in yourself and your capabilities in the face of your challenge, which is really difficult when you're unprepared. And it's important to be prepared when leaving on an adventure, because sometimes you can find yourself out of position, and depending on what you're doing, it can be very severe. So, to get to the point, relishing in your curiosity is the key fuel for going on an adventure. Having fun, getting lost, seeing stuff just to see stuff, experience just to experience, living just to live in greatness, making time to get lost. And as it relates to the story, Ready Player One, Wade sees that Halliday values this idea of adventure. And in the story, in the game Adventure, the creator of the game put an Easter egg randomly at the start of the game. And the only way you can find it is just by searching around. So while IOI was the first to the third key, they didn't realize what the point of the third key was. They thought it was just to win the game. But that's not what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to just find the Easter egg. And the Easter egg is all about following your curiosity, finding the creator's name hidden in the game. And I think adventure is pretty important because it's not really a productive thing per se. It creates memories, but other than memories and good experiences, it's not like you make a lot of money out of adventure necessarily, or you advance your career. It's all about just doing what you want to do, having fun, getting lost, like I mentioned. And Wade gets this. Sometimes the best thing for you, the right decision for you, is just to get lost. So, at this point, Wade's got the 3 keys. He's got the first one from going backwards. He's got the second one from taking risk and finding out where Halliday's regret was in not taking risk. He's got the third key from knowing how to follow his curiosity and the importance of it, and how Halliday saw the importance of it. So at this point in the story, Wade has gotten the egg, the Easter egg, and he's taken over ownership from Halliday. And instead of just keeping it for himself, he's decided to split the Oasis with his clan, with Age, with Daito, with Sho, with Artemis. And what he's doing is right, because once he's defeated the challenge, he's recognizing all the people that have helped him along the way. And he's seeing the value in their help. And he's willing to share the glory with them. And I think that's the best thing to do in our own lives. Is once you've surmounted something, it's important to look back and show a bit of gratification to the people that have helped you get there. So, to kind of summarize all this, I think there's a secondary point, because Ready Player One is all about living in the virtual world. And it's kind of ironic, because I'm making a video about a video game, and I'm talking about a movie in a virtual video game, but this is all about doing the right decision in the real world, in our own lives. Because we are rooted in reality. And there's nothing wrong with video games and the digital world, but it's important to attend to your life first. It's important to do the right thing. I think we all owe it to ourselves to try to be the best version of ourselves. And one line that really struck a chord to me was Halliday said at the end of the movie, "Reality is the only place to get a good meal." And it's true. You have to attend to yourself, what your body needs, sustenance, exercise, sunlight, whatever it is. So, do the right thing for yourself. Try to choose what's best for you. If you've enjoyed this video, real quick, consider subscribing to the channel. If you like the commentary, drop a like below. I really appreciate all of you sticking to the end. You're the real ones. That's all I got for you today. Slow out.